Hello and welcome to the Just for Gamers video game podcast. Episode 140, Christmas Teats. In this week's episode, Ash is thinking about redecorating Alex's flat.
I don't know about that though.
JfG Ash goes old school raiding.
Back in the day.
JfG Alex watched Ironside. There's some more VR interest.
Keep it coming, buddies.
And finally, we have some questions about farts.
Maybe don't keep those coming. Hello and welcome to the JfG podcast. This is episode 140. My name is Alex and I'm joined as ever by my very good friend Ash. Hey buddy, how charismatic am I?
Fucking hell, you need to calm it down, son.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus,
I've,
fucking Christ.
I'll let you in on a little secret, buddy. I clocked off work at 5. As you know, I work from home now. And
you've been masturbating furiously and that's why you're so happy.
Just had a little sleep.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, just had an hour sleep and then did some cheese and chorizo on toast.
Like it.
Yeah, and here
Mainly
I am.
I like the sleep though. That's awesome, buddy.
I never nap, but I was just feeling fucking rubbish all day, and it seems to have sorted me out. So I'm good.
Little sleep, nice, buddy.
Yeah, pre-podcast snooze, you know.
As always, buddy, I'm feeling good on a Wednesday because today is Wednesday. And apparently my phone's saying I can't access the old document right now. That's fucking clown cheese when I'm trying to put the questions for this week's podcast in it. Oh, well, we'll have to wait till later.
Shit.
Oh, no. Well, anyway, feeling good on Wednesday. Yell, sparkling thoughts. Give me the hope to... Go on. So, yeah, feeling good, buddy. Been busy this week. It's December, aka Christmas time from now on.
Yeah.
And we might have put up the Christmas decorations at the weekend.
Ooh, very nice.
It was a lovely
it's always
time.
a bit of a toss-up, isn't it? Whether you do it that first weekend or the next one. But
Having kids, definitely the first one.
Gibbons.
I recommend getting the Christmas joy. Just get it pumping.
Get it pumping out
of
doors.
The Christmas teat.
What? Well, yes. I have nothing to say about that.
What, the Christmas teat?
Yep.
Okay, fine. So yeah, got the tree up, got the decorations up. We've started doing the old elf on a shelf thing. Have you seen about this?
I've tried to avoid it as much as physically possible.
I mean, you've done a good job because I'm guessing you haven't done it.
No.
And so Elf on a Shelf, he's about. I tried to put him in all kinds of rude poses. Mrs. didn't like it.
What the fuck?
I know, right? I was like, he's been furiously masturbating and jizzed out loads of snow.
Yeah.
I thought that would be a good one.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Maybe all over Barbie's face.
Barbie, yeah.
Just fucking knocked one out on her.
Why not?
Yeah. Obviously.
Why not, indeed?
Yeah, so, got all the Christmas stuff done. I sorted out a video message from Santa, from the Portable North Pole, I think it was, .com or something like that. And yeah, you just fill out the little form and it's all automated. It's quite nice. Jolly.
There's quite a few of these little things going around this year. I've seen that one where you can get Santa to call your phone if your kids are being naughty.
I like that idea.
That's quite
nice.
Cool, and you can
you could just discipline them yourselves.
No, you need
fictional character,
Santa to do it, mystical being that he is.
Mr. Christmas Teat.
Mr. Christmas Teats himself.
Yeah. So yeah, Christmas is underway. The kids have got various fucking advent calendars. They got some Lego advent calendars. They're pretty cool. Get a bit of Lego every day. Not in my day, mate. Just like cheapo, tatty chocolate. That's what I had.
I was going to say, I've got a Justice League one from Poundland, and
fucking sweet, mate.
The chocolates weren't foiled in,
Oh, nice.
So they've all fallen out to the bottom.
Yeah, to the bottom.
And so it's potluck. Will I get a chocolate or fuck me? No, I won't. There you go. What's the date? 5th of December? Nope.
No,
6th,
no joy.
6th is down the bottom half of the calendar. There might be 2 there. You just don't know.
I was always a massive cunt when I was a kid. I always just like peeled open the bottom and just pulled the tray out and just started eating all the chocolates and put the tray back. And I was like, oh, I've been gypped, Mum.
What's that?
I didn't get a chocolate.
Take it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And Lego though, Lego sounds cool, man.
Yeah, man. We got that Lego Friends stuff, which isn't really Lego.
Yeah,
it's not proper Lego, but yeah, my son's got Lego Star Wars, which is kind of cool. I like it because Star Wars is cool, apart from a certain game. You know.
Yeah.
That will happen. Been busy on the front of the house. Did some rendering this week on the weekend because it was a nice day on Sunday. It was like 8 degrees. I was like, I can go outside in this weather.
Yeah, not too bad.
Freezing my balls off. So yeah, got a bay window on the front of a house, and the rendering on that was all fucked. So hacked it all off. I don't know, a while ago, and then decided that I can't be asked to put the new rendering on. But yeah, I got around to doing that the weekend. So. Back to doing some chores around the house. I love that stuff. But, you know, that's my sad life in a nutshell.
Everyone's got to do their bits and bobs, buddy. That's just one of those things.
But, you know, the best thing that I did this week was played Destiny.
Oh, right.
Original Destiny.
Oh, the old one.
I've been playing old and new Destiny this week, so we're going double Destiny in what we've been playing this section, so enjoy that, everyone.
Well, if there's anything this podcast needed, then
it's more Destiny.
It was more Destiny.
I
definitely.
know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys must be excited. I've been excited. The new DLC's dropped now. Old Curse of Osiris.
Yeah.
I've been playing some of that, maybe. Who knows? I'll talk about it.
Osiris sounds like some sort of Harlem drug smuggler or some sort.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Some sort of chav, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. So yeah, buddy, just fucking Destiny non-stop. Played another game, though.
Shit.
Don't know why.
No. Very unexpected.
Why would I?
Don't know.
Anyway, yeah. So, have you done anything better than me this week, buddy?
Well, I wouldn't want to put it on some sort of scale or rate things, buddy, so I can't really answer that. All I can tell you is what I've been doing. And I missed game night this week because I was out in Brighton for the unofficial works do with all of the people who are too cool to go to the proper one.
Well, obviously.
And also people who've left the business, and therefore it would be weird if they showed up to the proper one.
That would be weird.
We had a lovely time. We had a cheeky Mexican, and it was very, very tasty. We're getting quite festive, out on the Raz. I'm not really used to being out till 4 a.m. in the centre of a town anymore.
Ooh, nice.
Took its toll, I will say, to a degree.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit troublesome that next day. But hey, what can you do?
Wow, you know, you're getting old now, mate.
Yeah, well, I choose to do the no, that's my approach to getting old, buddy. Yeah.
Just ignore it.
Yep.
Just refuse to grow up like Peter Pan.
Exactly like Peter Pan, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to grow up.
Doesn't fancy it, and nor do I, buddy. So, yeah, that was good. It was good fun. Cheeky times. Stayed at old friend of the podcast, Paul's. Came home. You know, had to. Can't live there.
Stuff.
Yeah, important.
Go out, come back.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah. So there you go. And then just, watch a load of football.
I feel like this week's podcast is so topical right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're nailing this intro.
It's just happening. It's just happening. It's
fluid
so and fluent
and fluidity.
There are things that to say, and we're saying those, and maybe other things as well.
And we're acting and reacting.
Like having like a discussion, like back and forth, like a conversation.
Yeah,
so down to Brighton, buddy. That was good fun. Annoying the piss out of the missus because I'm insistent that Christmas doesn't start until I basically finish work for Christmas. So I'm like, no, Christmas doesn't start until like Friday afternoon. At which point I'll only have like another 2 days of work smattered somewhere between now and the 25th. So
sounds good.
What else? Went out on Sunday, got some more bits and bobs. Got the Christmas crackers sorted, buddy. And I thought, well, you know what? People they like crackers. I don't really know why
Cheese
they're
and
quite
crackers.
shit.
You don't get very good stuff in them.
You don't get very good stuff in them, buddy. And I set out to remedy that this year. So I went out and bought a series of hotel-sized singles shots, like 4 or 5 centiliter JD, a vodka, a gin,
Nice.
like Christmas spiced sour thingy.
Sounds good.
And then got crackers, buddy, where it's like, fill your own cracker. I was like, I fucking will. I'll fill that shit with booze, buddy.
Well, you know what else you should put in there? Fucking scratch card, mate.
Scratch card. Yeah. Christmas.
Mate, they always go down well.
I'm sure. Yeah. I went
and scratch cards. I mean, it's a combination that always wins.
Yeah. I mean, we're one step away from being like, yeah, you want to put some B&H silver in there, maybe a couple of betting slips,
and then we can progress on to like we'll just get some cocaine,
skag. Yeah,
skag.
absolutely. Yeah, little fucking dime bags of coke. Like,
yeah,
perfect. Yeah.
Nice.
No, when the booze approached, buddy,
kids.
when the booze approached there, I think people are going to enjoy that shit.
Maybe, unless they don't drink.
In which case, I don't mind. I'll have it.
Then you'll drink it for them.
So it's unlikely they'd be invited if they didn't drink. So.
It's true.
Yeah, out on Sunday, cheeky roast at my new favourite pub, the Guinea.
Guinea.
And then back to play a load of Witcher. Drank some of Funk's beer this week.
Oh, nice.
He brought it down with him.
Beer.
He's a bit of a brewer, bit of a home brew. And that's very tasty indeed, buddy. I certainly enjoyed that. It was of questionable percentage, and that's how I like my alcohol to be. So
nice. Yeah.
There you go.
It was
watching loads of Christmas films because I got some
season.
like 1 month Now TV deal where I got both passes until like middle of January.
Oh, nice, buddy.
So that's pretty cool. You can just chuck the code in and then immediately cancel it, and it's like, oh, we're sorry to see you go. You can continue watching Now TV until the 5th of January or whatever.
That's always nice.
Thank you very much. Watch The Force Awakens on there as well, buddy.
I tried watching that.
It stands up. I like it.
I turned it off. I was like, this is bullshit.
Nah, mate. I really like that. I really like that film. I liked it even more the second time.
I'm on like number 5 of watching it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean...
no, it doesn't hold up anymore.
After 5 viewings?
After 5 viewings. Well, it's like, I couldn't even count on my hands how many times I've watched like the original trilogy of Star Wars. You know, I can watch that and be like, this is fucking amazing. No questions.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't put the new ones under that much scrutiny, if I'm honest.
Nah, I totally would.
Maybe,
Star Wars,
you know, watch them in 30 years and see if they're still relevant. But I suppose they won't be. I don't know.
We'll be on episode 15 by then, I reckon.
Minimum, buddy.
Minimum.
Yeah.
They're going to milk that. Like
Gibbons.
some kind of Christmas teat.
A Christmas tea, indeed, buddy. Never too far from your thoughts, it seems. So that's good. So yeah, the last interesting thing I did this week, and it wasn't very interesting, but it certainly will be, buddy, is I spotted my local venue, the Tunbridge Wells Forum.
I've been there. I've played there.
Yeah, I've also played there. It's a small venue. It holds about 200, something like that. And that's
a real big
rammed.
fish there. That
Did
was
you?
Funny. Yeah, I did. That was ace.
That was pretty cool. Occasionally they'll have like some big, well, I say big, but they'll have like Wheatus playing there, and you're like, what the fuck? Like,
I love Wheatus.
Why are Wheatus playing at in Tunbridge Wells? Why is Raging Speedhorn playing? You know,
Raging Speedhorn.
That sort of thing. Anyway, I couldn't help but notice, because I keep an eye on their listings quite regularly, and they hadn't really publicised this, but a certain Frank Turner suddenly was listed for a date at the Forum. And bearing in mind, this guy plays arenas now, and like it's difficult to get tickets when he's playing fucking Wembley. So to be playing a 200 capacity venue, a 3-minute walk from my flat, seemed unlikely.
Mate.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought I'll have a go. At getting tickets for that. It was confirmed. Yes, this is happening. He's doing them as like a warm-up tour for his proper tour. And yeah, so 10 o'clock on Friday, 10 a.m. dead. I'm sitting there. I got my laptop. I got my phone. I got the missus in the other room. She's doing the same. Got old Funk. He's down his gaff. He's got his laptop and his phone as well. Like, he's ready to go. Like, we're all sitting there trying to get tickets to this thing. And at 10 o'clock, I hit the button and refresh it, and it says page cannot be displayed. And then I refresh the page, and it says purchase tickets. I've got the choice of getting up to 6. I select 6. I hit go, and it goes, no, sold out.
Oh, no.
Sold out 10 seconds. And I'm like, there's no way. Like, I know there's only 200 odd tickets going, probably less than that if you think about, like, friends, family, hospitality, that sort of thing. Like, maybe there's 150 tickets available, but they haven't all gone in 10 seconds. Anyway, so I keep spamming it, and I keep spamming it, and I keep just fucking buy tickets, sold out, close page, buy tickets, sold out, close page, rinse and repeat. I do this for some time, buddy. Everyone starts giving up, and I'm thinking, like, maybe I should give up as well. And then the forum tweets this little thing out saying, some of the tickets, like, the thing fell over and there's tickets, like, stuck in the queues, and they're going to be, like, back available. Just keep trying. I'm like, okay. So anyway, an hour and 10 minutes later of literally every 5 seconds, buy tickets, sold out, close page, buy tickets, sold out, close page. I get one. It lets me buy one.
One ticket.
Yep. And then 20 minutes later I'm still going, and I can be the only person still going, an hour and 40 minutes into the proceedings. And boom, there's all the fucking tickets, mate. Many as I want. Bought 5 of them. Got another one. Boom. Oosh.
Jackpot. So how many did you end up with? 6?
I got 6.
Nicely done, buddy.
It took a long time, and I've had a strained wrist ever since. but I got
fucking
those
determination there, buddy. You deserve them.
I deserved those tickets. Yeah, I did. I did deserve them, and that's happening in January, and I'm very, very excited.
Nice, buddy. That should be a giggle.
It certainly should. Fuck it hell. Yeah, in my town, no less, buddy.
Your town, eh?
Beautiful thing. So yeah, that's me, buddy. That's what I've been doing, and that's what you've been doing. So I suppose
there's one quick question.
Oh yeah, that was going to be my
next. What are you
next.
drinking tonight, buddy?
Well, I was just going to say, I'm back on the cause again. I just can't turn this deal down. Again. It's just a really good deal, man. It's it's like $4.25 for 500ml cans. Like, you can't really argue with that.
That'll do you.
Yeah, the mountain is blue. What about you, buddy? What are you on?
I'm on the Hop House 13.
Oh, very nice, buddy.
Well, it's from a can, though, which is a bit of a cheapskate way of doing it, but I was looking at it today going like, I could do with some of that, that'd be nice, and they had an offer of 12 cans for £9. I was like, that's cheaper than buying 12 bottles for £12, and it's the same volume of beer.
There you go.
Well, that's just science.
It's just science and technology.
Or mathematics, which is physics or something. I don't know. It's all science.
It's all
everything's related to science.
Yeah, it's all in there.
So yeah, man. I got 12 cans. That'll do me good for this evening, I guess.
It's a fucking result, buddy. That'll sort you out. And just before we move on, just so everyone's fully clued in and aware of the situation, buddy, the topic this week is video games.
Get in.
Not that you'd know it up until this point. So I think we'll move on.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go and talk about what we've been playing.
Destiny.
So, I think this is going to be quite short, because obviously you've just been playing Destiny.
There's loads to talk about, mate. It's all kicked off.
I sincerely hope not. And I've only been playing The Witcher because I was away all weekend, and so I've only had like 2 days where I've been able to play anything at all. So, yeah. Anyway, do you want to kick things off, buddy?
Okay, yeah. Original Destiny. Did some raiding on Monday. It was ace. Invited you along, but you had some knobs round, apparently.
Well, yeah, we were out and about with Erlot, so,
knobs.
One of those, innit? But I actually checked when I got in like late that night, and I didn't even have it installed. I deleted it ages ago. So.
Nice, well played. Yeah. But yeah, I got through 2 raids. I got through Vault of Glass, killed Atheon, that cunt, and then straight away after they're like, yeah, let's do another raid. I'm like, fuck it, let's go, boys. And yeah, did Crota's End as well. Killed Crota's son, you know. No, Crota, the son of Oryx.
Oh, what? So Bill Crota?
Actual Bill Crota.
Bill Crota, there you go.
Killed Bill, not Bill Crota's dad.
No.
Because we've killed him before.
Yeah, he's dead. He's long since dead.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing half the time, but I was killing. And it felt really good because I was very overpowered because we did the raids on baby mode because I didn't have... I think they were all like light level 400. I was like 300, but meh. It was really, really good fun. And like those guys just carried me through it.
Yeah, man. And people have kind of maintained, I think all the way until now, people have always maintained that Vault of Glass. They think is the best raid.
Very good raid.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
How does it compare to the latest one in Destiny 2?
Completely different. Because in this one, it's very... it's weird how it's split up. Like, you know, you have to go off to your different rooms and then come back and then go and fight the boss kind of thing. It's very disjointed, where this is like one fluid moving forward motion, if you get what I'm saying.
That sounds better to me.
It still had like sections within it, but it just felt like you're in this room and then you move on to the next section and then the next section instead of going back and forth, which I really liked. And seeing some of the mechanics in like the Vault of Glass and in Crota's End, I could see like where they've actually taken those ideas and kind of perfected them a lot more in the new one. So like there's in the Vault of Glass there is a stealth section where you have to like get around without getting spotted, obviously by I can't remember what they are. Really big things. Big scary Vex things. So yeah, it was really good fun. It was nice going back to the original Destiny. I realised that I didn't know as much as I thought I did about the original Destiny when talking to these guys. I feel like I've really stepped my game up now though for Destiny 2.
Well, I'm really glad that you got the chance to play those raids, because I know that you always wanted to, and yeah, man, we never got to it, and it was obviously a problem because we didn't really have anyone to do it with.
Indeed.
So yeah, no, that's really cool, man.
So Destiny 2, more raiding. I did it with my Warlock this time. It was good. Smashed it out in, I think it was just under 2 hours or something. I had some poorly babies and children, so there was lots of instances where I was like, "Sorry guys, I've got to go," which is, you know, that's fine. Dad's a Destiny. They understand being a dad. You can do that.
It's the point of the clan, yeah. Indeed.
And yesterday, on the 5th, the Curse of Osiris DLC dropped with a load of like new updates and patches for Destiny 2. And yeah, we completed the storyline yesterday. It's not very long. It's okay.
No, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But if you run it, you can do it in like 2 hours or so. I think because we were like messing about, it took us about 3 hours to get it all done. Visually, like the new area Mercury and stuff like that, fantastic. I mean, that game is just it looks really nice. Like the environments they make are just amazing. The sound design, once again, amazing. The gameplay, amazing. Really good at shooting stuff. Story, it is what it is, you know. I mean,
and what it is wank.
Well, exactly. It's subjective. You either love it, like it, whatever, hate it, think it's shit. Well, do what you do with it. It's a story, isn't it? You can take it whatever way.
Yeah, Gibbons.
Now, the big thing that was meant to be like, this is really cool, is the Infinite Forest. I don't know if you've heard about it. The Infinite Forest is not a procedurally generated area, but it's... I was trying to think of a way of explaining it, because I wasn't that impressed with it. It's like kind of like Lego blocks that fit together, and you go from point A to B, and these Lego blocks are random how they appear in a way.
Okay.
But it's literally, there's nothing to do there. You can only access this through missions and things like that, so it's not like a patrol area, so you can't really just go back there whenever you want. And yeah, I was a bit disappointed. And with the whole thing, I think I was quite disappointed with the whole. They reused a lot of content from the original game. So, like, for instance, there's a strike. Can't remember the name of it. Begins with P, I'm going to say. Yeah, it's in a pyramid. And pretty much there's one of the story missions is do that strike, but like a baby version of it, which is a bit shit, really, when it's meant to be all new content.
I think the writing was on the wall here. I think the closer we got to this update, this new pack, the more we started thinking, there's not going to be fucking much here, is there, boys?
No,
it seems to be the case. So
yeah, and the fact that they came out the other week and said, yeah, we're listening to you, we're trying to do all these fixes, and they came out with a whole list. Oh yeah, great. And they kind of are. They've fixed quite a lot of issues, to be honest. Like I read through all the patch notes, and they've done a lot of changes there, and it looks like they're trying to go in the right direction, but like it's too early for this game to fix all the issues that are with it. Mainly the fucking token system is just terrible, and also like within like this campaign, there's a couple of strikes that you do, and when you get to the end of a strike, you're meant to come up against this boss that's meant to be pretty difficult to beat, yeah? Like, normally you come up against a big motherfucker.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a good challenge. That's the whole point of them, isn't it?
No. It's fucking steamrolled them.
Oh, man.
All of them. And I was just like, this is... Like, the mechanics within the boss fights, they're clever and they're good, they're interesting, but the fact that, I don't know, didn't feel challenged at all throughout the whole thing, you know, and it was very disappointing. I mean, I don't think it's because like I was at max like power level. Like,
well, they can address that because they're raising it anyway.
They've upped it anyway to 330 now, or 335 with mods, and yeah, I don't know. There's still a lot to do in this, to be honest. There's a lot more like the adventures and things like that. There's like heroic adventures and things that I need to find out about, because there's a lot more missions after the story this time for me to obviously crack on with. So when I find more out about them and if they're worth doing, I'll obviously let everyone know. But yeah, I'm not that impressed with the size of the DLC, but obviously I am impressed with certain aspects of it, which is, you know, is what it is.
Fair enough, buddy. I'll probably dip in and do that story content and then fuck off again.
Yeah, man, I'll go through it with you, obviously.
Nice, fair play, buddy. So you said you'd played something else this week. What was that?
Street Fighter 4 or Super Ultra Street Fighter 4. I don't know which version we've got. Whatever it is. Don't ask me why I started this up. I just fancied beating some people up, and yeah, it was good fun. Went as old Flea Long. I remember him from old Super Street Fighter 2 on the SNES. I used to play as him. It was good fun. I'm trying to think, was it T-Hawk as well on that one? Yeah, it was good. So yeah, just did some beat 'em ups, didn't I?
That's quite cool. Like, that's a bit of a sort of out of left field kind of
something
one.
completely different. I was like, yeah, why not?
Were you just
Sounds
sort of
like fun.
filing your way through the games library and you're like, oh shit, yeah.
And I ended up on it and I was like, oh yeah, I'll play that. That sounds cool. A bit different, isn't it? So yeah, no, I mean, it's Street Fighter 4, isn't it? It's really old. But it looks cool.
It does look nice though, that remaster. It's very pretty.
It's nice.
Lovely HDness.
Very good. So yeah, buddy, that's pretty much me done. Apart from game night I played some Battlefield 1. That was fun, getting back into that. And Ghost Recon, Ghost War, Wild Pants, Wartime, Ghosts, whatever it is.
Do you have a good night or a bad night on War?
I was quite pissed, so I don't know.
Probably bad.
I think it went okay.
Okay.
Then it got good, and then it went bad.
Tends to be the pattern.
There's a lot of people that have prestige.
Yeah, it's getting to that stage, isn't it?
Yeah, where there's only people that have really thrown in the hours on it.
That's a problem.
It is, because, you know, we're not putting in the hours on it.
Same problem with Siege, isn't it? Like Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, exactly. If we went back to that, it would get absolutely murdered.
Exactly. Yeah.
Murdered Town. Great map.
Indeed. Very, very tasty indeed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed game night and it was shitty. I didn't get my wheel fix, which was a bit sucky. But, you know, there's this time, buddy, when Christmas starts.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
And the rest.
So on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Okay. So I've been playing The Witcher, which I won't talk about very long because I've been playing The Witcher, and last week I was also playing The Witcher, and so on. But I am now something like sort of 35 hours in, 40 hours, somewhere around there. It's all new stuff I haven't seen before. Very, very cool. Just got to the stage where it unlocked a Blood and Wine quest, which is one of the add-on packs that's supposed to be brilliant, by the way.
Nice.
So yeah, I think I'm a level 19 now. Me and the missus, although the further we get through it, the more I'm playing it and the more she's watching. And that's not because I'm hogging it, it's because like some of these battles get a bit, need a seasoned veteran, buddy, for some of these battles.
Yeah, obviously. So, dexterity and all.
That sort of thing. Stuff like that. So yeah, we're just fucking loving it. Like, we've been playing it most nights, and it's just literally become like a box set for us now. Because the story is so really good. Cool. We want to know what's going to happen next. And we were having a conversation over dinner the other night about one of the quests. We were like, so where do you think Priscilla is? And it was like, well, I don't know, like someone's done that to her, but I suppose if we talk to Dandelion about it and then we're just like, hang on, what's going on?
Oh dear. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's been in tandem with a couple of shows, obviously having this Now TV thing. So I've been able to watch some genuine box sets as well.
Nice.
Including Tin Star, buddy, with...
I was going to say Tin Cup, great film.
Tin Cup, great film. Tin Star with Tim Roth as Tim Roth. And he's fucking kicking ass and being a Londoner in America.
Nice.
Or Canada. So, yeah, worth watching. But yeah, Witcher, just The Witcher. I've got nothing else to report. I missed game night. I was away all weekend, and it's only Wednesday now. And I've played The Witcher for 2 nights, and now we're recording a podcast. So there we go.
That will happen.
So yeah, unless you've got anything else, buddy, I think we'll move on.
Gibbons, buddy.
And now it's time for the news.
Fucking news.
Number one, buddy. The PSN 12 Deals of Christmas is now live. They do this every December. Sometimes it is good, sometimes it is bad. I think you can be pretty objective about it, though. Even if you don't like the games, you can appreciate the discounts. So far this time round, I've been relatively underwhelmed by everything.
Oh, massively.
Probably the only interesting thing to happen so far is that they knocked like 50% off GTA, which seems ridiculous that would be a big deal, except that game's basically never amazing. On sale. I wanted to mention this week, actually, my, as you well know, buddy, one of my Patreon supported friends, Danny O'Dwyer, with his No Clip series.
Indeed.
He's just done a fantastic documentary on what are they called? Hillbilly Agenda is the name of the clan, and it is a GTA clan, or they started years and years ago, and he did this whole documentary. They meet up annually. There's like 45 of them, and they've got a friend with a massive house, and they travel from all over the place, some of them overseas, to meet up like a proper, like our sort of reunions that we have, but like 10 times the size, and with all this food and stuff. And they literally all met playing like GTA 5. They're all like level 900 somethings and stuff. It's their destiny in many ways, buddy, but to the nth degree. Nice. And I would highly recommend taking a look at that. It's a fucking good show. Really nice set of people. Sort of brings a bit of joy to your heart that these people exist, and perhaps the world isn't quite such a terrible place after all. They're even doing charity work where they're travelling as like working parties to other clan members' houses to do improvements and stuff for them. So if someone can't afford to come, then the others band together to like fly them out and stuff. Just really cool. So
that's crazy stuff.
Yeah, well worth a watch. No Clip, really good YouTube channel. Check it out. But yeah.
Did you see today's deal?
I didn't. I haven't looked at that one. What we got?
Oh, it's a 50%er. Need for Speed Payback.
Oh, that's gone well, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No. We won't be buying that game.
How much would that game have to be for you to buy it?
£5.
£5 and you'd pick it up?
Yeah, I'm tempted to pick up the old Need for Speed for £5 as well.
Okay.
I want a Need for Speed.
Yeah, they're shit though.
I know, but I'd want some shit.
You just want to get like Shift or Porsche Challenge.
Yeah, maybe.
That was a good game, Porsche Challenge. Need for Speed 5.
That was a good game. Yeah.
Yeah, well, either way.
I could just play Hopper's Shoot on my PC, I guess. We have got that.
I do like that game.
Good game.
Yeah, we still need that arcade racer. We just haven't got it. But
I know. Very disappointing about
sucks balls. But yeah, yeah, the deal's very underwhelming so far. And normally once they sort of kick off with underwhelming deals, it stays that way. So
indeed.
Not the best.
We'll see, though. We'll see. A few more left.
Yeah, we'll see. By the time you listen to this, there'll have been another couple, so there's no point me sort of trying to keep you posted on the pod. But yeah, just be aware that it's on, buddy. Crash Bandicoot was reduced, you know. So that's great, isn't it? Number two. Number two. The developer of free-to-play, I'm going to say Overwatch clone Paladins.
Yeah, I love it.
Hi-Res Studios has decided that now, right now, buddy, this is the time to chuck in pay-to-win loot boxes into their game.
Fucking great idea.
Great idea.
While it's in the press.
Yeah.
No news is bad news.
Absolutely, buddy. So yeah, you got your top tier loot crates with like 50% extra health and 50% extra speed boost and so on. You're going to want those pay to win loot crates in your game, buddy. It's the thing now. It's just very popular, you know? So there we are.
It's the in thing.
You could give them slightly more rope for having loot boxes because they're a free-to-play game. In fact, I would consider it fair enough, actually.
Yes.
But the idea that the loot boxes that have things in them that make you like win, the idea that would ever work, I can't understand it. Like, I don't understand. Like,
I don't know, mate. It is what it is.
That's it. That's all you want. There you go. Play a game where someone could chuck money at it and beat you even if you're better than them. And then you turn it off, don't you?
Yes.
Well, I do anyway. Anyway, yeah. Obviously, great timing from those guys. Merry Christmas, everyone. There we are. Thankfully, I think that's the only loot box news I have this week, buddy, which is fucking great. And also...
Oh, no, there's we're not got anything on about the EA and their more retarded game of, what was it? The fighting one. UFC or whatever it is.
UFC's got pay to win loot boxes in it. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in beta right now.
Yeah, people are loving that. This is how it started with Battlefront 2 as well. EA confirming once again this week that the money lost from the microtransactions won't affect their revenue, which is interesting.
They won't. They're fine. Yeah. They don't need that shit.
Okay.
So, thanks for putting
Cheers.
it in.
Thanks for that. Cunts. So we move on. DayZ coming to Xbox One next year to compete with Punkba. Best of luck there. I don't really understand this. I think it's more of a mockery, really. DayZ's still in early access, has been for like 4 years, and they've come out and said like it's coming out of early access, and also it's going to launch on the Xbox One. I just don't know if even fervent lovers of that game, like community members and so on, I don't know if even they would believe that at this point. It's just, it's such a shame because it really was the PUBG of its day. Like it was the first like early access game to have all that hype, you know, like masses of hype, and that's all just gone. It's just died. It's all over. So yeah. Either way, be interesting if it does come. Maybe open the door for other things as well. Like, I don't know. I've always wanted Rust to come to consoles, if I'm honest. But
that'd be cool.
We've got Ark and we don't play it, so I suppose maybe who gives a fuck?
Not me.
Not you. Next, Black Flag is currently free on PC. I say currently because it goes free next week, I think, and therefore you'll hear this and be able to
Get
make
it.
use of that.
Cool.
So yeah, is it what's the fucking? Is it Origin that Ubisoft won? Uplay. There you go.
Origins EA.
That's the one. Yeah, can never keep track of those bitches. But anyway, Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is a really good game, is currently free on PC. Just head to Uplay and you can download it for nothing. Merry Christmas.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm sure Ubisoft normally do that around this time, don't they? And they normally chuck out a load of free crap, don't they?
They do.
Which is nice.
They occasionally do things that are less like corporate greed monster.
I know.
Just to keep you guessing more than anything.
I don't understand. It's confusing me. Very confusing.
Yeah, I mean, the support they're giving some of their old games as well. I know that you mentioned this week that the Divisions get that 4v4 mode.
Yeah, and this was going to be one of our things, but might as well talk about it now.
I'll leave that for you if you want.
No, fuck it. We're on subject right now. There's like a massive free patch coming to the Division, like 1.8, I think it's called, with like a whole new playable area. It's got a wave mode and also skirmish, which is like a 4v4 death match. I was like, fucking hell, like, really? Still going with this game?
I will jump into that.
I will do that with you.
Yeah.
Because we have that game. I might not have it installed, but I will install it.
I'll have to download it. But yeah, I mean, this is clearly some sort of strategy, and it's working for them in many ways because Ghost War is gaining players on quite an alarming rate. Meanwhile, Rainbow Six Siege, it's always in that chart. That UK chart comes out each week.
Crazy.
And I'm like, there must be a serious number of people playing that. And this week it's hit 25 million players. Obviously not concurrent. Like, they're counting me as a player there. I haven't even got the game installed anymore. But 25 million players. It's just a massive sleeper hit. I deleted it the other day because I thought everyone's going to be too good at it, and I maintain that. Like, that's the sort of game that you need to pump serious hours in to get any sort of enjoyment. But yeah, they've got a new one, Operation White Noise, coming out. They're also releasing that zombie mode, that co-op mode on there as well. And it just looks like Ubisoft, they've released a selection of games that all underwhelmed. And it's almost like they've sat in the boardroom and been like, no, we're going to fucking fix this. Like,
yeah, we're going to crack on with it.
This will not be the legacy.
Crazy.
And if they keep supporting these games, like the strength of those IPs, like, rather than being underwhelming, in a similar way, I think this all started with Watch Dogs, if I'm honest, the first one, where people were like, we just don't care what you're making anymore, you know? And then they kept pumping out Assassin's Creeds. It feels like they're really making an effort to address that. So, yeah, the Ghost War stuff, now the Division stuff, Siege stuff, it's just quite cool. Quite cool. And yeah, indeed, I will download that again, and I will give it a go.
Me too, buddy. I think it'd be worth dipping our toe back in, seeing as we bought it and there's free stuff to play with.
Absolutely. And it's a free weekend this weekend, so I wasn't going to mention that because obviously it will have passed by the time you're listening. But yeah, with all of the DLC packs free and available to play, so they're trying to entice people in as well. Yeah,
I think it's free until the next Tuesday or something like that, maybe. Or is it just actually from now until Sunday? I can't remember. Oh no, yeah, it is. It's up until like Sunday-ish or something. It's the other beta that's kicking off, Monster Hunter, that's going on till Tuesday-ish.
Oh yeah, is that downloadable now on the store?
I don't know if it's downloadable. It will be when people listen to this, though.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna give that a go. I want to try that out.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely.
See how bad it looks, among other things. So yeah.
Gibbons.
A couple more things from me. Firstly, your weekly FIFA is fucked update. Fuck date, maybe. I think that's a different thing, actually.
Fuck date,
very different. More of a Tinder thing. But yeah, FIFA is fucked. The latest one, this is a good fun one, buddy. On Ultimate Team, especially the Pro Circuit, it's emerged that you can quit with no repercussions.
I mean, that's fucking brilliant for a competitive game.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be able to do that? You know, makes sense.
All this time, all these years of online FIFAs, for them to have not nailed this down at this point. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, the glitch is such, from what we can tell, there's two different ones. One of them seems to only work on Xbox, and the other one works on both. So the Xbox one is literally if you just the PlayStation equivalent of holding that PlayStation button down and popping it into standby. If you just do that during a game where you're losing, and then wait a minute or so, and then power it back up and relaunch the game, which is obviously like suspended, then it disconnects, obviously, because you've lost connection with the person you're playing, and you don't get a loss for it.
Brilliant.
So that's cool. And then
that's awesome.
On top of that, on both consoles, and this is a slightly weirder one, but it does work, and it also means you haven't got to power your system down. If you're losing, and this has been literally like live streamed and documented by several people now. If you start losing, you're in a bit of bother, buddy. You can tether your phone, and then just disconnect. So just like if you put your PlayStation connection hotspotted through your phone, and obviously you're on your Wi-Fi network at home, so you're still going to get a good sort of connection there. Disconnect on the phone, kicks you out of the game. You don't get a loss. So yeah, right. So there you go.
Brilliant.
FIFA's completely fucked. This is a game mode with huge pay-to-win mechanics, obviously, where you're buying these card packs and so on.
Yeah, you're buying your players.
Some of the people doing this are top 100 players. It's got that weekend league thing, the Master League thing.
Because they're the biggest cunts.
They're the biggest. Yeah, the people who are literally in the top 100 and want to stay there. There's mounting evidence that a lot of those guys are doing this on a regular basis.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. What a sad world, buddy.
EA don't care. They're just like, give me your money.
Yeah, exactly. So, brilliant. There you go.
Yay! Nice.
Yeah. Last one from me, and this one's more fun. I don't know if you saw this week. This is Twitch live streamer Adrian Lester from the States, who this week successfully streamed the entire UFC 218 broadcast on Saturday night across multiple platforms, including Twitch, whilst holding a controller and pretending to play the stream.
Yeah.
For the whole evening.
That's brilliant.
There's all these bouts and stuff. He's sitting there, he's literally got his, like, cut out green screened camera in the bottom. He's sitting there with his controller, like, literally moving, like, come on, like, the occasional grunt and fucking as if he's playing. And it didn't get a copyright takedown and made it all the way through. He's since been given a 24-hour Twitch ban.
No, rascal.
Yeah. But he's delighted because he says he's got 3,000 new subscribers. So, fucking, that was pretty funny. And it's worth popping onto your video service of choice and just having a quick look at that, buddy, because I was fucking laughing my ass off. So, there we go.
That is funny.
So yeah, fair play that guy. That's it from me, buddy. That's all my news. So I think it's probably time to hand over to you for my favourite section, and I'm sure most of the listeners as well, if not all, and that is Ash's News Favourite Things of the Week.
If you like news but hate information, you have found the right place. Ash's News Favourite Thing of the Week.
Cheers, buddy. Fuck all this week. Fuck me. Yeah, seriously, we've gone through loads of these, which is cool. Fortnite developers imposing a 5,000 injunction on Cheetah. There you go. $5,000, that is.
Okay. Is that the same kid or is that someone else?
Nah, good question. I'm reading it now. Obviously, that's how I do things.
I'll never learn.
No, I know. Don't ever ask me questions. I don't know.
I remember the kid's name. If it's got the name there, then I'll know.
No, it's asking me to read more as well. No, I've read a couple of paragraphs. I thought that'd be enough.
Well, either way, it looks like they're big on this, aren't they? They're not going to let this drop. I would suggest they should have made their fucking game properly. And then they wouldn't have so many cheaters, and then not so many court cases. That's kind of how I feel about it.
I think so.
This isn't a common occurrence. This isn't like games don't come out all the time, and then the companies take people to court for cheating.
Okay, yeah, so I think this is for that. You know, if he's found caught doing it again or in breach of it, he's going to get fined like 5,000. So it looks like, considering that alternatively was a lengthy legal battle, possibly ending up to 150,000 fine. Yeah.
Okay, so they've been lenient, but I think they've made their point. I think it's safe to say they've made their point.
I think so. Yeah, accused of copyright infringement and breach of the end user license agreement. Yeah,
same dude. Yep.
Well, there you go. So that's what happened with
slap
that.
on the wrists. Fair enough.
Yeah, a little something like that. Last one this week, buddy. Hardly anything. The PlayStation Store was showing a March release for God of War.
I saw this. Yeah. That's
that sounds nice. I'll play that game.
Absolutely 100%. Yeah. I mean, that's the Horizon slot, I would call it now. Nice. And it's fucking brilliant. They Second Son came out in that same slot, that March where there's not a huge amount of stuff competing with it, and it can just run as like the big fucking game for several months. Yeah,
sounds ace.
Suits us, doesn't it? Far Cry around there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I noticed that as well this week. I didn't know if we'd reported on it before, but yeah, Far Cry has been delayed till the end of Feb.
Yeah, we did.
Out this year.
It was quite a while ago that it was delayed. But,
I forgot.
To be honest,
because I was hankering to buy a game.
I actually forgot as well, like several times. Because it was originally supposed to be November, that game. Like,
I know.
It was looking like a very good start to the year then, gaming wise.
Hopefully, yeah.
Beautiful.
We shall see. But hankering for some new games, buddy. There's nothing else really coming out for the rest of the year now, obviously, because we're in December. I thought normally there's like one or two that comes out around this time, but I can't really see anything coming out. I mean, this is a good segue into out this week, because we will find out what is out this week in the next section. But yeah, I'm not very impressed, and I guess it means that I can just start looking at all the games that I've been playing this year and start whittling down my game of the year. Obviously, putting it out there now, we're only a couple of dudes that do this for a hobby, and we don't get sent games. We have to buy all of our games, so unfortunately, we don't get to play all the games, do we, buddy?
No, and therefore you will have to take our Game of the Year list with a selection of games that we have bought. I put a list together the other day. We have bought 21 games this year.
21 games. We're going to get 5 of them.
That's not bad, is it? Like,
that's pretty good.
For a couple of dudes.
£50 a pop, that's a fair chunk.
So we've done pretty well there. There are a couple of cheaper strokes sort of indie games that I might sneak through the gate before the end, but we essentially have a pool of like 21, 22 games to choose from this year,
which is cool.
It's getting to that time, buddies. So your top fives. Start getting your top fives into us. You can get us on the website www.thejfgpodcast.co.uk.
Nice.
We've got Streetbeat on there. Chuck them into Streetbeat. We'll compile all of that shit, buddies, and we'll include that in our Game of the Year show in a few weeks' time. But
Gibbons.
Yeah, it has been slim pickings the sort of final third of the year.
Yeah, there's been a lot out, but it's just nothing that we've been interested in whatsoever. And I don't know, possibly Assassin's Creed might have made it into my top 5, I don't know, but all the others, just nothing really jumping out at me, which is such a shame, mate. What is golden release time? If
we weren't witching, me and the missus, then we would have picked up Assassin's Creed. But there's no chance of that happening before Christmas now with The Witcher. Why would we bother? We'll wait till we finish The Witcher. It'll be 25 quid then. So
enjoy yourself, but it might even go in the sale.
It might go in the sale.
Well, I'll do that with you.
Yeah, Gibbons. We definitely want that. I think it looks pretty tasty, and she's always been a big Assassin's Creed fan. But yeah, there's no place for it at the moment because we've got the continuing adventures of Geralt to be getting on with. So Geralt and Sons the Butchers. Yeah.
Indeed. Nice.
Cool. Okay. Well, yeah. Talking of things that are out this week, buddy. Now it's time for Out This Week.
That's out this motherfucking week.
Certainly fucking is, buddy. And obviously fuck all. because it's Christmas time, and we just discussed it. So we got 4 cheeky things here. One of them's actually like a rebranded Ultimate Edition, but we'll include it anyway.
We need to go in there.
So we got Fallout 4 VR.
So Bethesda milking the Christmas teat again.
Milking the Christmas teat. That's for the Vive. That
okay, yeah, but still, Bethesda. Did you see Jim Sterling thing about Skyrim this week?
Yes,
fucking brilliant. He nailed it.
He did nail it. Yeah, he was talking
about...
Anyone
that likes Skyrim, watch that video.
Yeah, it was his Jimquisition this week about how they've released Skyrim about 15 times and still not fixed any of the bugs.
Oh, it's so terrible.
Even though some of them are so simple to fix that it's like a line of code that modders have fixed for them on the PC version. And then the last couple of weeks it's come out on Switch, and some of those bugs from the original PC version in 2011 are still there.
Fucking
fucking negligence.
Are like game-breaking bugs.
Yeah, I can't use like lathes and can't interact with certain things.
Stupid.
I tell you, the more of The Witcher I play, the more I see that game. For that, I know that there's a big old gap in time, but I mean, I don't know what
Bethesda games in general.
Yeah,
buddy,
that next Elder Scrolls, I just don't.
Yeah, they're gonna have to fucking step it up after The Witcher. Buddy.
They really are.
Yeah,
they really are, and it's highly likely that that game will be competing with CD Projekt Red's new Cyberpunk game. In terms of launches,
7 or something it is.
2077, indeed, buddy. Yeah,
there you go. Maths.
So yeah, Fallout 4 VR. We've also got Akami HD, which is a remaster from an older game, and
great remasters.
PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition.
Golden Shower Edition.
PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds Xbox Game Preview
is out. Yeah, so there you go. Pugba is coming to consoles, buddy.
It is. And yeah.
We'll have it next year sometime.
Is it a weird time?
What, for it to come out?
Yeah.
No. It's gonna make loads of money.
I guess
everyone is getting that for Christmas that's got an Xbox One.
Yeah, I guess they are. Yeah.
Everyone will get that for Christmas.
It feels a little bit late.
No, it's going to be in such high demand.
It's going to be the thing.
It is, like, and I don't know, for me, the hype for this game is completely gone now.
I said I thought that might happen, didn't I? Like,
yeah, I couldn't give a fuck when this game comes out for us now. I feel like after playing Fortnite's like version of it and not being, oh, this is amazing, being like, okay, yeah, I get what this is now. I mean, it's not the same game, so yeah. We'll see.
I think we'll be excited when it arrives, but I think because we've heard so much about it and waited so long, we're not going to give a fuck about it until the week it comes out. I think that's probably safe to say.
I think, yeah. Gibbons.
So yeah, that's it. That's your out this week, buddy. Slim pickings. Just those. There you go. What do you make of that?
Fucking great.
Yeah. Fuck it. There we go. We'll move on then. And now it's time for Fuckwit Corner.
Fuckwit Corner with Funk. Fuckwit Corner with Funk. He's got some questions for Funk.
Has he got some questions, buddy?
Well, you'll remember last week that PJ sort of sparked a bit of conversation about VR game ideas, obviously spawning the title for the podcast last week there, buddy. And I did watch an exciting episode of Ironside while on my lunch today on ITV4. So, what a show. Anyway, there's been some more discussion, some more chat about that, and it's starting to make me think, actually, that Funk and I think maybe PJ as well might be a little bit more interested in VR than maybe they thought.
Ooh, after our wheelchair. I don't know what.
I wouldn't like to give us too much credit, buddy, but
I reckon so.
I think that probably did juice them up a little bit for it. I really have to say, that would be my ideal present this Christmas.
What, VR?
Yeah, at this point, like, sacked off the TV.
It's a fun new toy.
Yeah, sacked off the TV because none of the gaming ones went down any significant amount on Black Friday, and it'd be too expensive anyway. As is PlayStation VR. But if I had the opportunity to choose like one gift this Christmas from that sort of size, then I'd be like, yeah, VR, please. Thank you very much.
Gibbons.
So yeah. Anyway,
sounds like a plan.
So they've been talking about some VR stuff, and we've got PJ in here as well because this was a bit of an ongoing discussion. So here we go. This is Funk. Yeah. Do you think VR could revitalize couch co-op? I reckon there's scope for some cool shit. How about a rally game where one of you drives and one of you is the co-pilot? Or a shooter where one of you drives using the wheel and one of you shoots? Same for space-style flying shooters. The Star Wars franchise is ripe for that.
It's a good idea. Some sort of couch co-op combination.
Yeah, co-op as in, you could imagine it like...
actually sitting on the couch together. Yeah.
And then PJ's chipped in, cool idea, but would you want to do that couch co-op though? You could do it over the internet just as easily. I like the shooter idea. One guy could even be in a chopper controlling the movement of the shooter on the ground by dropping waypoints. That's quite interesting as well, isn't it? Like, these VR games with the
You're gone.
With the teleportation stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that just made me think of The Division with the guy on his tablet as the drone.
Yeah, that never really happened, did it?
No.
Funny that.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, PJ suggested, he quite likes that idea, and as he says, like you don't have to be on the couch, but it would be quite nice. I think because of the GT Sport experiences that me and Funk had when he was down here, like highlighted how cool it is to sort of co-op in the same room. But yeah, you could totally do it, over the internet as well. So that's the first bit. What do you make of that, buddy? Do you like the idea of like?
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. Having multiple people interacting in VR in the same room sounds intriguing and extremely dangerous. I mean, I don't think it would work with something like the Hive, the Vive, even not the Hive, HTC Vive, because it's got like room tracking. So obviously it could track where you are in that room, but if you're in like PlayStation VR, you could quite easily twat each other in the face, I believe.
I think the best example of this is that Star Trek game, Bridge Commander, is it called?
Yeah, Bridge Commander, yeah.
That is, you are driving the Enterprise, but you're all on a different...
four-way, isn't it?
Yeah. One of you on, like, weapons, one of you on, like...
phasers.
Navigation. Yeah, absolutely. Like...
warp speed.
These are really exciting ideas to me. I think there's so much room for really interesting stories and stuff there.
That's the thing. Not everything has to have a gun or has to go really fast or be scary. You can have like really weird shit. Like you say, I'm on the Starship Enterprise and have these different experiences and things like that. I don't know. Maybe have an RTS buddy, like I've said countless times.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that sprung to mind with me when he was talking about like a person or persons kind of helping the person in VR, like the whole sort of navigation of it, was Nightmare.
Nightmare, yeah, totally. Like, so someone's blind, can't see nothing.
Yeah.
And the other people have got to guide them round.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was a weird kids TV show in the 90s in the UK. Very early 90s, in fact, where it was all out in sort of VR. It was like a VR thing, but with terrible graphics and so on. And yeah, they put this like Vikings helmet on, and then they were navigated around by their teammates watching on a television. And the idea that you've got sort of limited movement. I was watching a couple of games recently with that sort of fog of war stuff where you've got like a viewing cone in front of your eyes. You can't. It's a top-down game, but you can't see behind you unless you turn around. It's all like fog of war grayed out.
Oh, cool.
The idea of very dark games or games where you've got sort of limited visibility, but perhaps the people on the TV have a different view. They can kind of navigate you. They know more than you do, so to speak. All of these things are quite compelling, I think. Very much so.
Rob in the chat goes VR pirates.
Yeah.
He wants some VR pirates. I'm up for that.
Yeah. Man the fucking cannons and the mainsail and so on, buddy.
Oh, scrub the deck.
Yeah, singing shanties together.
Yeah, yo ho ho.
Yeah, fucking pirate's life for us.
Me? Us.
Yeah. Arr. There you go.
Time to plunder.
Time to plunder.
Great game.
Yeah, I really like the sound of all of these. They need to get on it. I'm talking to you, everyone. We got
people.
PJ then also sort of expanded things, and this is kind of a natural progression. Would you play a VR horror game? Danger of screaming like a girl and shitting your pants. And Funk sort of said, it doesn't really appeal to me, but I don't really like jump scare shit anyway.
No, I'm not a fan.
I mean, I don't play many horror games. I'm not a huge jump scare fan either. I quite like games that have got a really sort of sinister atmosphere to them, but the whole jump scares at this point feel a little cheap, I think, a lot of the time. It's not very often that they're very well done these days. It sounds like Resident Evil is the exception there. That game looks brilliantly terrifying. But whether I'd actually play that alone in a room, I think I might be too much of a little pussy for that, buddy.
I just can't handle the suspense. I'm just like, get it over with.
Just make me jump, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. Stop making me wait.
Yeah, no, you could be right. Yeah, not really my scene. And as fun as it is to like watch someone else freaking out, I don't think I would sit down and be like, I've had a hard day at work. What should I do now?
Scare the shit out of myself.
Exactly.
VR.
Exactly. And then to bed with me. Milk and cookies. Yeah.
Milk from the Christmas tea.
The Christmas tea, indeed, buddy. Yeah. Well, there you go. More VR speak, more VR interest, and it's going to be a big game next year, isn't it? Like, a big game, a big year for VR, because they really need to push it next year or nothing, I guess. I mean, the PS4 life cycle will be winding down in sort of 2019 anyway, I would have thought.
Definitely.
So really, if you're going to make the most of this device, like, the big year for it is 2018.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, they've just brought out their, not reconditioned, like whatever it is, remade, redesigned, there you go.
Yeah.
Version of the headset. So yeah, you would think that they need to push it out hardcore styly. I mean, there's been some good offers going on recently where, you can get the whole kit together. I think that is one of the big things they need to do is be like, look, you can get everything you need in one box.
Yeah.
Instead of going like, oh, you've got the headset, you need these wands. Oh, and you also need this camera. And then some games as well, obviously.
That's the thing. Like, the people that you're appealing to, the sort of people that would be buying one of these things outright, you're not going to con them with an RRP that doesn't include the peripherals that they need.
No, exactly.
Like, it's an expensive thing for hobbyists, putting that word into use again.
Nice, hobbyists.
And you've done your research. Like, you know what you need. You're not going to be like hoodwinked by them not having the camera in there or something. And it just looks a bit shitty on their part. As you say, it needs to all be there, doesn't it? It needs to, like, everything there for you. Just pick it up, I think.
Yeah, and off you go.
I'll be severely tempted. I mean, our birthdays are not too far away, buddy. I know that you were hoping to maybe plan a trip down to the south for your birthday. Be nice if we had a VR headset to play with at the time, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd watch all the porn.
Yeah, in my house.
In your house.
There we go. Beautiful. I'll just put newspaper down. We can just
I'll
tug
bring
ourselves
my swivel
about.
Chair.
Yeah. I'll put newspaper on the walls as well, then, if you're bringing your swivel chair, buddy. Dangerous game, that.
Nice. I
Yep.
like it, though.
Spatter guards. Yeah. Hugely important spatter guards there, buddy.
Oh, dear.
Yep.
I could just get like a flashlight and then that keeps it in control, mate.
That's nice. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you got a lot of respect for me thinking of that. Thank you very much.
There you go. I'll buy one just for that situation.
Excellent. For that specific situation.
Hmm.
Now that took a turn. Well, thanks anyway. Thanks very much, Funk. Thanks very much, BJ. Thank you very much. Every week, we end the show with questions and comments sent in by you. If you've got anything for us, just pop an email to the jfgpodcast@gmail.com or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or at justforgamers.co.uk. And now it's time for JfG Streetbeat.
You got a question we wanna know. Streetbeat. Facebook, Twitter, we're on them all. So hit us up and be on the show. Streetbeat. The JfG Streetbeat.
Street Beat.
We wanna know.
Get on the show.
Get on the show. Two of our favourites, buddy. Two of our favourite contributors to the JfG podcast this week. Getting the ball rolling with Mel, I think you've got there, buddy, haven't you?
Yeah, I got a couple from Mel. This actually came in just last week. It's talking about, I can't say the word, net neutrality.
There you go.
Is it?
Net neutrality.
That doesn't sound like a word.
Yeah, it's not used often.
It's dumb. He says, your thoughts. Mine is that all these greedy chum buckets, that's not cum buckets, can get their eyes scooped out with grapefruit spoons.
I like that.
I mean, I'm pro.
You're pro net neutrality.
No, the grapefruit spoons.
Oh, okay. Well, and net neutrality.
I don't know what it is. What is it?
It's... Oh dear, now we're in a situation where I have to describe it. And
Is it don't look at my shit?
No,
No. Everyone's equal.
It's the prioritization of ISPs treating data on the internet the same. Basically not like discriminating or charging differently, depending on like what websites you go on.
Wow, fuck me, that's really stupid.
Yes.
It's data.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, it's an amount. It doesn't matter where that data is coming from. It's a fucking number.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's not just content either, and content like paid for by different amounts depending on what you're accessing, but also prioritization of speed. For example, some big conglomerate could pay to have like a shit ton of like connection speed. And yeah, like speeding up and slowing down connections for the benefit of others who are
paying more.
Exactly.
They're paying to win.
It's essentially, it's Battlefront 2.
I
thought we'd avoided it, but here we are. Here we are once again.
Pay to win internet.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah, no, that's fucking clown shoes.
It's like bandwidth throttling, data discrimination. All of these things are kind of involved here.
Why? So what's the dealio? Who's pushing? The ISPs pushing this through as a thing then?
Yeah, blatantly. Like, they can make fuck tons of money off it. They're greedy cunts already. Like,
and what? So people are saying to the government, fucking sort this out. This is terrible.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's... let me read you this real quickly off of Wikipedia, because as is always the case, some fucking website like Wikipedia does a far better job than I do.
Nice.
Net neutrality is the principle that internet service providers must treat all data on the internet the same and not discriminate or charge differently by user, content, website, platform, application, type of attached equipment, or method of communication. For instance, under these principles, ISPs are unable to intentionally block, slow down, or charge money for specific websites and online content. That's basically the long and the short of it.
Fucking mother lickers.
And it's down to the governments of the world to...
impose
not
this.
take the piss.
Yeah.
And some governments will be...
We're kind of lucky over in Europe because we've got a lot of consumer rights. Is that the
far
words?
more than in the States, yeah. I mean, if you look at the way that ISPs treat people in the States already with the sort of bandwidth limitations...
Massive dick in the face.
Seriously, in the UK, for example... like in terms like bandwidth limitations, like it's a real like sore subject to the point where most ISPs won't even try it now. Like most contracts that you sign up for are within fair usage rights, and that's like, you know, don't use 20,000 gigabytes a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Most contracts in the UK do not have bandwidth limitations. If I want to download my entire PS4 game library 3 times over in the month of January, there will be no ramifications for that whatsoever. No. In other countries, you're not so lucky. It kind of depends on your infrastructure, but it also depends on how well it's governed. And absolutely, like the UK government, for example, has full control over UK internet service providers. But if you end up in a situation where websites are sort of pallying up with foreign ISPs, then that could be something that's out of the control of certain companies. So it's a real sore subject, and it's a dangerous game because it's almost like a sort of fucking evil overlord bullshit, and a lot of these evil overlord bastards are in control of the fucking decision making here. So yeah, not the best indeed.
So am I pro?
You're pro net neutrality, yeah.
Yeah,
and you don't want to get fucked over by fat cats and have your fucking data rights taken away from you, buddy.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one because I kind of get the impression that it should be like the biggest story in the world for the whole of the last year or so, but you just wonder where everyone's agendas lie in the press and stuff, how all of these different like press associations are paid for, is it in the best interests of a lot of these guys for this to be a topic that lots of people are talking about, or perhaps would they like to keep this under the fucking radar and just push these things through bit by bit? It's going to be a topic of much discussion for many years to come, buddy. But yeah, I think if you're pro fucking bandwidth bullshit and throttling and that, then you're mental.
Indeed. We got another question from Mel. I'm guessing this is to do with me commenting about farting in the shower last week and how it's one of the worst things you can possibly do.
It's a dangerous game. Yep.
But he's just asking a question right here. He's saying, do you keep an empty wine glass to smell your farts from? I mean, no, I do not.
I don't, and the casual nature of how he's asked the question I suspect he does.
I don't know. That's the thing. Possibly he might do.
Maybe this is a thing.
I feel like mine are pungent enough that I can just smell them after I just do it.
They don't need caging and storing.
I mean, I remember one time I farted on a pillow and shoved it in my brother's face. He nearly threw up from that.
There you go.
I felt fucking vindicated.
Yep, you were 25, he was 20.
It was last week.
yeah, and it was great to see him. Yeah. Dangerous game. I dread to ask you to elaborate on that, Mel, but I fear I must. Yeah.
Do you
do that? Yeah.
Empty wine glass or some sort of receptacle for fart trapping?
Yeah, would be good to know. Would be. I think it would be good to know.
I don't know.
I think I need to know. Maybe it wouldn't be good to know.
It's one of those need to know basis things.
Gibbon. Well, thanks very much, Mel, for two things that couldn't be further apart in tone.
I love it. It's amazing.
Something about net neutrality and farting into a glass.
Yeah.
A metaphor for rights being taken away.
Yeah, maybe.
Farting into a glass. Maybe he's been smart there, farting into a glass by bottling up the data and fucking keeping it away. No, probably not.
Probably not.
We'll leave it.
Yeah, and we got a question from JJ on Streetbeat again.
Oh.
Actual fucking Streetbeat. He's all about it. And I know that JJ listens on the website. I am currently trying to fix the download button, so you won't have to stream it off the website. You can download it from there. Give me a week or so. I'll fix it.
Nice, buddy.
Indeed.
It's a really lovely place to visit now, our website. I must say, it's
the best.
Glorious and colourful and fantastic integration.
Oh, mate, yeah,
know,
it's amazing.
Picture of me with Dave Benson Phillips, for example. You know,
and there's a picture of me with one of my daughters, the youngest. I mean, maybe people don't know who Dave Benson Phillips is, and they just think that that's your dad or something.
Maybe. It's possible, but, you know, an air of mystery, I suppose.
Yeah, I like it.
So, yeah, JJ.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
JJ says this. Hob is so good. The music is like a Pink Floyd jam session, great art design, and a pretty good platform puzzler. The combat is simple but satisfying. Actually started the insane Wolfenstein 2, but can't stop playing Hob. Also, everyone is right. Wolfenstein is insanely difficult, and I'm probably going to drop the difficulty level. This from someone who does Uncharted on crushing and finds Wolfenstein on normal too much of a pain.
Yeah.
Wow.
That will happen.
Okay. Yeah, Wolfenstein is one of the ones that I would quite like to have picked up to include in my Game of the Year discussion, but it does sound a little bit like there's rather a lot of problems with it. I don't know. I mean... Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed Doom, but I never finished it. I enjoyed Wolfenstein not as much as Doom, so I was just like I just didn't. I don't know. It's just not grabbing me, that style of game at the moment. Even though I am just playing a first-person shooter continuously, I know there is a bit of stupidity in what I just said. But
I think that's the thing. Like people, I think people are probably thinking, like, because you've been saying, like, you've been a bit disappointed with what games have been coming out, but you're only playing one, so it doesn't really matter what's coming out.
No, yeah, maybe. But the thing is, I would have bought something. You know, if a game came out that I wanted, I would have bought it.
And that's proven by the fact that, like, I haven't bought anything either.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not playing Destiny, but I haven't found anything worth picking up, certainly not at full price. So, yeah, no totally backs you up.
Yeah. In your face, internet.
Yeah. Yeah, Wolfenstein 2, I really want to play through it, but in the same way as Prey, they just...
Yeah, I'm tempted to pick up Prey, you know.
I'd quite like to pick up Prey. I don't know how much it is at the moment.
It's in the sale for like 16 quid.
Well, let's buy that then.
Oh, fuck you. All right.
Yeah,
it's in an offer as well for £2 for £25. So
okay, we'll have to get a different one as well.
We'll have to get two.
We'll get on that after this then, buddy.
We'll peruse.
Sold. I suppose the only rule is it's got to be a 2017 game, so we can include it in our Game of the Year discussion. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Prey though.
Got to do it.
I thought it was shit from that demo.
Well, the controller lag was awful, and yeah. I mean, look at that. Hark back to that Doom demo, how toilet that was versus the actual final product. Yeah,
that's true.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
But Doom got really good reviews, whereas Prey didn't.
Prey got reasonable reviews, but there were a lot of the problems with the reviews were that
the issues at the time.
Yes, which have been fixed.
Okay. Yeah, I'll buy a game.
Nice. Talking about Hob, by the way, Hob does look fucking awesome.
Very, very good, doesn't it?
And I do want to play Hob.
It's made by the people that did Torchlight. Was it Torchlight and Torchlight 2? I think it was.
Yeah, they closed down.
Were good games. I don't know. Maybe, but they were good games.
Very cool. Yeah. No, I really like the look of that. Certainly the music's piqued my interest as well. So
it just looks like a really fucking nice game.
One of those like polished, sort of lovely to play things like Blind Forest and stuff like that, you know, where it's like really beautifully put together.
Gibbons. Tastes delicious.
Glorious. Well, thanks so much for that, JJ. He's been on the
Glorious Hob.
Yeah, Hob. He's been on the street beat there, buddy, and you can too.
Hob. I don't know. Why do I want to call it Hob?
I don't know.
I know. I want to call it Hob. Sounds like a nicer name.
You can if you want.
I'm calling it Hob.
I'm not going to stop you.
Yep.
I won't even correct you now because we've had this discussion. So yeah, you're good to go. You're geared up.
Hob. Like a hobo.
Yeah.
Maybe that is a shortened version of hobo. Hob.
So I think that'll about do us, buddy, for episode 140 of the podcast. Holy shit. There you are. What'd you make of that?
140. Still going.
Still going strong.
Just like last week.
Yeah.
I'm still baffled by the amount of fucking podcasts we've done.
Gibbons, a little bit shorter this week, but you're going to expect that when there's fuck all out, fuck all news, and we've played fuck all. So, yeah. But, well.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the questions, this would have been under an hour.
I think so.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
To be honest, I'd rather have far less news with not having to also just go on and on about microtransactions and loot boxes for half an hour.
I feel like I'd like to talk more about Destiny.
Yeah? You need to maybe get yourself a different podcast there.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to stop now. I'll just give up. Be like, what you been playing this week, Ash? Fuck all, mate.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, it's got to that point with me. Like, I've played PES and GT Sport this week, but I'm not going to fucking talk about them, am I? Like, who gives a shit? I've been talking about them for 3 months. Like,
exactly. I know, it's terrible.
There's nothing to say. Like,
I know.
Yeah, it's one of those. Well,
sorry.
Well, we're buying 2 games after this, buddies, so...
Possibly. Definitely one, maybe 2.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have stuff to talk about next week.
I hope Need for Speed's in there.
Fuck off. No. No.
No, that'd be £9, so no, that's above my price range.
Gibbons.
Yeah.
Full blown.
Too expensive.
Gibbon. Okay.
I need one line for the intro. I haven't written what we did in this week's episode or something there. I don't know.
No. Okay.
No, I'm missing one. You can do that line.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sort that for you in a moment, buddy.
Thanks, mate. You're the best.
Yeah, no worries. Sweet. Okay. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. You can find us on a selection of different websites and places. For example, www.thejfgpodcast.co.uk, Twitter, where we're at the JFG Podcast. We are on Facebook /the JFG Podcast and SoundCloud /Just for Gamers. Very old episode on there, buddy. Well worth a visit. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on Mixer, aka Beam.pro. We're on the PlayStation 4 communities as well. Come and join us, buddies. Come and join our little community on there, the JFG Podcast. Yeah, and we're also on Google Plus, if that's how you choose to live your life.
Swear.
It's up to you, really. Whatever you want to do.
I'm on LinkedIn.
I'm on LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn freaks me out. I don't like the way if you view someone, it tells them.
I know.
Fuck that. I'm spying on you.
Like, yeah.
I don't want you to know.
Some guy looked at my profile today. I'm like, what are you doing looking at my fucking profile?
Fuck off. Go away.
And then the problem is I can't not look at his profile now. And he'll know that I looked at his profile.
I think you're safe to look at his profile if he looked at yours.
So it's like when I show you my wiener, I can look at yours.
Yeah, because at that point, that person can't be like, what the fuck are you doing? Because you can go exactly what you did.
You looked at my penis.
Yeah.
My cheeky chap.
It didn't even really need a metaphor, buddy, but yeah.
You were studying the situation, buddy.
Absolutely. There we are. Oh. Beautiful stuff. Well, let's go buy some video games, buddy, and then probably play a bit of PES with the funk, I would imagine. That seems
More
likely.
than likely. Yes.
Thanks so much for listening, buddies. We will catch you next time. I suppose we should start kind of formulating some sort of plan about how the podcasts are going to go throughout the Christmas break, with one or other of us being in various different places or whatever. But
yeah, I'm good up till Christmas, and then I'm off that week.
Yeah, cool. Okay. We'll work something out. Either way, we'll catch you next time, buddies. Until then, I've been Alex. He has been Ash.
Goodbye.
Farewell. You've been listening to the JFG Podcast with Ash and me, Alex. To find out more, head to www.justforgamers.co.uk, Facebook /the JFG Podcast, or Twitter, where we are at the JFG Podcast. Episodes go live every Sunday, and if you could pop onto iTunes and write us a quick review, we would love every inch of you, even if you got old and fat. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you next time.